Hey, hi everyone, this is Mukesh Otwani from learn-automation.com. Today in this video we are going to talk about a new version of Katalon Studio which launched yesterday, which is Katalon 7. So till now we have seen Katalon has come up with always new features, enhancement and very good, the feature which they have added till now. But in Katalon 7 they did so many changes which I want you to just check it out once because they are very useful. So now if you go back to Katalon 7, so first of all, if you see the changes which they have done in couple of years is tremendous. They are continuously working on the improvement of the tool, and finally they are come up with very interesting features in Katalon 7. So let's get started. And if you have not downloaded the Katalon till now, then in the previous videos we have already seen how Katalon works, how to download and how to use it. So I will give you this link in the description if you want to use Katalon 7. So Katalon 7 is currently available. You can click here to download. The moment you click here to download, it will ask you to just sign it once, and once you sign it you can directly start using it. So I'm using Windows right now, so the moment you click Windows 64-bit and download, it will download in your system and it will come something like this. Okay, and when you click on this you will get this Katalon Studio 7.0.2, and the moment you click on release note you will be redirected to this link. Now there are a couple of things which I want to highlight for this particular video, and so I will not be able to show you each and everything in this video because video will be very long, but I will try to make sure that I will give you the high level picture of the features, and for each feature I might record a separate video. So if you see the new features which they added so many new features, and when you come down they have added so many changes and improvement. And if you come down again further, these are the bug fixes we have done. So Katalon 7 came up with so many changes, and I personally like Katalon 7 this time because of the number of features they have added. So let me show you one by one, okay, and which one will be more useful for you. You need to decide because it depends on your requirement, depends on your usage. You can decide which functionality or which feature you like the most. So these are the high level features which I want to highlight in this particular video. So we are going to talk about, first of all, desktop automation using Katalon 7. Then we'll also talk about data driven testing with Katalon with different database available. So previously we had very limited databases, but now you will see the list has expanded. Then we'll also talk about the custom or customized test explorer in Katalon 7. And then we have the test artifact sharing, or you can say the test sharing artifacts. Then we'll also talk about the smart function, or you can say smart wait for the particular test suite or particular test case. And the last we will talk about WebDriver listener. Okay, so let me get started with the first feature called support Windows 10 desktop automation testing. So till now Katalon was supporting almost every single kind of automation. It was mobile, API, web, but only one feature was missing from a long time called desktop automation. That is done now. So this makes Katalon completely unique tool, and I'm going to show you high level how exactly you can do desktop automation as well. For the time being I will take any sample project, and I will take any Jira UI test project, and I will say my demo project, and I'm not going to add anything. I will simply click on OK. So this is a UI test. I'm just cloning from a Git. Already have so many sample projects and I'm cloning it. So when it comes to desktop automation, internally if you see they use WinApp So the moment you want to know about any of the feature, just click on the links. For each and every feature they have given a link how to use it. That's very important. And when it comes to documentation also, it's very easy enough to follow. So let's open this and see. Okay, so you can see they have given how you can start with desktop automation, and the moment you want to run, you can select you want to run on Windows, and these are the keywords which they already have. So if you want to use Windows keyword, you just type Win control space, and these are the keywords which you can use. Okay, so you can see this close application, get driver, and other stuff. And when it comes to object, we already have Windows object which you can use, and they already have the spy. Internally it uses WinApp for doing automation for desktop. So if you don't know about the WinApp driver, I will give you dedicated video on this, so that will clear all your doubts. So I hope the project is imported now. Okay, fine. This is what the plugins which I had earlier. This is my Teamman project. That's fine. Yeah. So this is the project. Just now I imported the sample one, and you can see I have so many options on the left panel. And in this version, we also have this feature. We can customize this. That I will show you next. Few things which you have to notice here is you can see these icons. You can record the Windows actions, and you can spy the Windows object. So this is mainly when you have to inspect and when you have to record the activities. And rest everything will be exactly same as we used to do for API, mobile, and web as well. So with this, it clearly visible that you can do Windows automation, and this feature deserve a separate video. So just hold on for a couple of days. We'll record a video and we will update you. Apart from this, if you notice, you have a little bit new UI. So you can see here we have these chat options, forum discussion, feedback, and you can also see that we have the upload button here. Apart from this, if you just come down here, this is your test ops. You can directly connect your complete project with the Katalon analytics, and you can see the analytics directly from here. Apart from this, if you just navigate here, okay, this is anyways for API, this is for spy, this is for recording, and these are the normal stuff. And one important thing, this is just now we discussed Katalon test ops, and this is now. So now it supports Jira, Qtest, TestRail. When it comes to CI, they are expanding, and now it supports Jenkins, Bamboo, Dockers, and other stuff. Now it supports Gradle, and for ChatOps they also support Slack, and there are other features as well, like you can do the private plugins as well that I will discuss. Apart from that, they also done few more changes from the configuration side that I will show you. So one feature which I like the most which was desktop automation. Now the second feature, now if you see data driven testing with additional database sources. Go to settings, yeah, and if you come to databases, so right now you can see now this supports 4 different databases. So now you can use MySQL, you can use SQL Server, Oracle SQL, and PostgreSQL. Okay, so this is one of the amazing features which they have added, because when it comes to working with databases, we had very few options, but now this option has been expanded. Okay, so you can leverage this option and you can play with the different databases. Now third one, you can see customize the test explorer. Now this is the one which I like the most. Why I like the most? Because many times it happens, like the moment you create a new project or you import existing project, you get all these options which sometimes we don't need, right? Let's say I don't want this tutorial because let's say I'm already familiar with Katalon, or maybe I don't want to see the plugins because I don't use plugin in my current project, or it can be any other thing which I don't want. I just want them not to be here. So to do that, what you can do, you can go to project you can go to settings, and you can see we have a test explorer, and right now all are checked. Just because of that, all these are listed. I don't want profiles here, I don't want tutorials, I don't need plugins include, I don't need let's say listeners as well. The moment I click on apply and OK, and you can see these options are gone. So when you have less options, you're less confused, your project explorer or the test explorer looks clean, and you can focus on the necessary parts. Now if you see this part called test object refactoring and sharing to test artifact across project. So let's say you are working on one project, okay, or now few things you want to share or you want to reuse, or let's say you want to share this project with some other person. How we used to do earlier, we used to do just copy paste, or we just used to export it manually, and we used to do, right? But in Katalon 7 they have given this export feature. Tools utility, you can export the test artifact and you can import as well. So if you come down to this learn more option, you will find a documentation. What do we mean by test artifact sharing? So they also call this as a kata share, where you can export your test artifact. So when I say test artifact, you can export the test cases, test objects, profiles and the keywords, and it's just like a normal extract or export and import. I can export this and other people or other person can import this. So this is how they support scatter share, or you can say test artifact sharing. Now you can also see other features, okay, like smart weight functions and event listeners and customizing the console log, and the other things as well, which is very interesting. So I cannot cover all these features one by one, but let me show you at least, like supporting the smart weight function in a script or in a project. Okay, so let's see this part. Now guys, for this you must have seen many times, the moment you start working on web application or mobile automation, many times it happens that element is present but it's not clickable, or it can be any other thing, like it is not allowing us to do the operation. So what we can do now, we can say that apply the smart weight for this particular test case or for this particular project. So you can see this now in the project settings execution. So the moment you go project settings executions, can you see a new option called default smart weight? So I have already enabled this, and the default wait for this particular smart weight is 30 seconds. It means it will automatically does some WebDriver wait, which is explicit wait, and it will stabilize your test. So this is just one small option that you have to enable for your project in case if you want to increase the stability of your test. And let's say if you don't want to enable this particular smart weight for the complete project, you can also do for the specific test case. So you can see right now I have one test case, which is first test case, and if you go to script mode, you can also enable or disable this smart function or smart weight for that particular test case. So you can see we have enabled smart weight, and if you say we have disabled smart weight, so this is only for that particular test case. Apart from this, they also support WebDriver listener. This is the requested feature from a long time, and Katalon finally accepted, and they did. So if you are not sure about the listeners, then I already have a dedicated video on the listener, on WebDriver listener, what is listener, how it works. So the same thing you can implement now in Katalon. Okay, and there are other stuff which is very useful, so I will try to record a dedicated video on them, but I highly want you to use this Katalon 7. And in case if you find any issue or bug or which you want to discuss, let them know, or you can let me know in the comment section. I will try to communicate with them. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this session, and if yes, then hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see you in the next videos. Have a nice day. Bye bye.